Time to bring the bass back.
Mix is the beat of our culture. Your music.
I thank God for the opportunity to make music and for that music to be on a platform for people to come out and love.
Your stories.
It's gold for the Philippines.
The next generation of creators, artists, and filmmakers.
We bring you the latest and greatest impacting people from our community.
Spotlighting inspiring content from Generation Mix.
It's just a true honor to be able to do this, especially with all the great Filipino talent here.
Discover fresh artists first from around the world. Uniquely Filipino.
Step back three. He has got that.
Mix is the beat of our culture.
Hey guys, welcome to this MYXclusive interview, and help me welcome our very special guest for today, Charlie Puth.
Hi, woo.
Hi Charlie, how are you?
I'm good. Is that a phone case that's designed to look like an old Barbie phone?
Right?
That's very fun.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
feel like you would relate to it as a 90s kid.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I love that you noticed that. Thank you so much.
I take note of everything.
Yeah, I think so. With your brain and all of that, I think it's amazing how you
Well,
know
thanks.
all of these things. But it's so exciting that you're here, and I'm so excited too because coming from Manila, we obviously love you and
Love
we miss
Manila.
you.
Yeah.
And what was, the last time you were there? What were your fondest memories from the last time you were there?
Just the warmth of the people of the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
It's very family oriented there, and if it's not family oriented, it's community oriented. Everyone is just really, everybody watches out for each other there. It reminds me a lot of San Francisco's Bay Area a little bit there. I think there's a big Filipino population there as well, so maybe that has something to do with it. But I just love the warmth of the Philippines.
Probably, yeah, I think so too, because the Filipino community loves, family and all of that.
Yeah.
So you're basically our cousin now.
I'm a cousin.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
basically Filipino.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't you tell?
Yes, I think so too, with the energy.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't wait for you to come back, but obviously the internet has been a big part of us, keeping up with you with the music
Definitely.
and the content. But, sometimes I can imagine it's also a little bit difficult to keep putting out stuff out there. So how do you kind of stay creative with all that?
Well, I just remain truthful to myself, and there's always, I feel like every year I change and I'm morphing into an even better version of myself, and why not document that with some music notes attached to it? So I feel like that's just an easy decision to make, to always do something like that.
For sure, and it's fun to look back on, I can imagine, in the future too.
Oh yeah, I mean, someone just showed me a picture of myself in the Philippines in Manila 5 years ago, and I look like I'm 5 years old.
Well, at least you've grown a lot since then. Maybe you
Yeah.
look 15 now.
Yeah, maybe I look 15 years old.
Yeah.
I think 16.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe 18. I think that's the same.
Wow, there you go.
But we miss you, obviously. But we can't wait for the music, especially Charlie.
I'm excited for all my Filipino fans to hear it. They always show so much love.
Yeah, and we sing really well, too. So.
You do sing really well. Another thing I was saying to the last person, you all have such good voices, even when you don't want to be singers. Like, I feel like an average Filipino dentist has a better voice than a superstar singer here in the West.
Oh my God. Well, on behalf of all the Filipinos, thank you so much. I
You're
feel
welcome.
very flattered.
Yeah.
But you also mentioned, like with Charlie, it was something that was born off of the internet. And we know that the internet can be like a crazy but very beautiful place.
Yes.
At the same time. So how did all of that come together for the album, and how did the fan engagement actually help with the album too?
Well, it came together from the fan engagement and from originally a pretty unfortunate situation at the very beginning of the pandemic, when I thought that I wasn't going to be able to travel to the Philippines anymore and perform for all my favorite people ever. And because after I made We Don't Talk Anymore in the Philippines, and that was a result of playing a show and getting off stage and writing that, just feeding off the energy, and I thought I wasn't going to have that ever again. But I rediscovered it in a different way, in a slightly less exciting way, by performing for my fans on the internet and getting live feedback from them, and that gave me that similar feeling that made me write We Don't Talk Anymore.
Yeah, and I can imagine all the pent-up energy from not being able to perform and see the fans, but finally the music is coming out. And how does that feel for you? Like, I can imagine it's exciting, but also maybe nerve-wracking for you.
It's more exciting because, I mean, slightly nerve-wracking because I want people to like it, of course, but the thing that I care about most is people relating to it, and maybe, just maybe, not putting me up on like this unreachable pedestal that I experience things that another person is not going to feel. I just want to be the most approachable human being ever that made an album.
Yeah, I think that's cool too. Like you said, you don't like to gatekeep any secrets when it comes to your music, which I think is awesome, and especially these days. And a lot of people are trying to learn more about music too, and I love that you said you rediscovered like this whole aspect of sharing it with others and also even about your music. So were there new things that you learned about yourself or maybe your music throughout the process of creating this album?
Well, I learned that I am a pretty good lyricist.
Oh.
I'm not like the best ever, but I used to put myself down a lot, thinking that I came up with kind of crappy lyrics and I could only make phrases, like 2 sentences. But it turns out I'm pretty decent at it. So I guess it just took some years to get the confidence for that.
It's very humble. I think you're more than decent. I think you're amazing at it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's nice of you.
Yeah, it's really cool being able to see how you translate all of these things that go into your head into music, which is a talent I feel like not everybody has. So it's cool that you share it with everybody.
Well, thanks. I'm just trying to prove that everything is musical in
Yeah.
this world, from the birds that I hear to boat horns to the clanking of silverware, the delicious bite of Philippines' finest delicacies.
Nice. We can't
I
wait
don't
for
know
that.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
We can't wait for, a video you might do when you come to the Philippines too. Perfect pitch, why not?
Yes.
We'll see it in the future too. But everywhere literally in the Philippines. We love your music, like I keep saying. And
Thank
Left
you.
and Right has been playing literally everywhere.
I see that.
Yeah, in the Philippines. It's like this close to being up there with our national anthem, like very, very, like literally everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, I hear it every day, literally.
That's insane.
Without trying.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great thing. I memorized the lyrics without even having to like literally memorize the lyrics, you know what I mean?
Well,
From listening to
I
it.
think that dance was made from a Filipino TikTok user too. So
Yeah.
that's very cool.
That's
the
how much we
Philippines,
love you.
there you guys are showing love.
Yeah, definitely. And it's really exciting too because you have an amazing feature on it, obviously BTS, Jungkook.
Yeah.
Amazing. And you've shared that you have like a musical like understanding, just the two of you, despite language barriers and distance. So what was it like, finally being able to work with him on a song that's just so good too?
Well, thank you. It's nice to make a song with your friend and have it not be like this label thing, like we got to put these two together. Like it's an unlikely collaboration that kind of makes sense, and that's kind of how I like all my collaborations to be.
Yeah, well, we love it so much, like I keep saying, and we can't wait for everybody to hear the whole album, Charlie. It's gonna be so amazing for everybody. But after the album, do you feel more like Charlie than ever now that it's here?
Yes. And I want all of these songs playing just as much as Left and Right plays in the Philippines.
For sure.
Constantly.
We're gonna play it everywhere, literally.
Yes.
Like every day. There's a designated day for each song.
That's so funny. The national anthem is right next to Left and Right. I love that.
I feel like I hear Left and Right more than I hear national
That's
anthem,
crazy.
to be honest. But that's a great thing, and we can't wait for you to come back to the Philippines. But till then, do you have a message to all of your Filipino fans who are so eagerly waiting for you and so excited for the album?
I know they're eagerly waiting, and I can't wait to see all of my Filipino fans again, and I can't wait to see what creative things they're gonna do to this album, because they always come with the creative visuals.
Yeah, we got you. And I promise the next concert is gonna be up there too. It's gonna be
I want to do
amazing.
back-to-back shows.
Oh, you guys, you heard it here first. So yeah, thank you so much, Charlie, for
Thank you
hanging out
very
with
much
me.
for
It
the
was
kind
great.
words. Thank you.
Thank you so much.